Bonjour! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a special video about the Cave of Eggs and how to get there. What you need to do to prepare, what equipment you need, all the things. It's not as intimidating as it seems. I'm not putting this video out there to tell everybody to go to the Cave of Eggs. I think probably the less people that go there, the better, but I know there are people on a spiritual pilgrimage that want to connect with Mary Magdalene and want to go to the Cave of Eggs that need information and they need to be safe. So I wanted to make this video to help inform about the Cave of Eggs and share my personal experience. Okay. The Cave of Eggs is a cave that it's said that Mary Magdalene meditated there after the resurrection of Jesus. Why is it called the Cave of Eggs? I think it's because inside the stalactites are round and maybe it looks like eggs. Maybe it's because of the story of Mary and the red egg, the miracle of the red egg, when she brought an egg to Tiberius and said, Christ is risen, and Tiberius is like, that's impossible. That's as impossible as that egg turning red. And then it turned red. So Mary's associated with the symbol of the red egg. I'm thinking the stalactites being round, plus that story has, maybe that's why it's called the Cave of Eggs. That's what I think. Yeah, do your own research. I'm not an eggspert on any of this. I just know what I've experienced, and yeah. Inside the Cave of Eggs, people go to pray and connect with Mary Magdalene, to connect with God, and it's shaped like a womb. I'll say that, shaped like a womb. And when you walk in, you feel like you're going into like the womb of the earth. It's like this portal of it's a place of rebirth and renewal, and it's a really beautiful place, and I want to go again while I'm here. How to get there? You're gonna want to start from the hostellery, hostel, monastery. I don't know what it's called, and I've been here for several days. My French is not very good at all. I'm trying, and I'm failing. But you're gonna want to start there, okay? I'll put a little map on the screen, okay? From here, that's where I am now. From here, it's a 35-minute walk. It's not hard to get there. You do need to pay very close attention to the markers on the trail. So to start with Google Maps. Google Maps will get you going in the right direction. If you're looking at the hostellery, to the right of it is where the trailhead is gonna be. So you're gonna go to the right, you'll see the trailhead. Look at Google Maps. Google Maps will take you the first kilometer or something. And then once you turn right, I think that's when Google Maps starts not working the best. There's a right turn and a left turn, and then Google Maps is like, I'm out. So at that point, you're gonna want to pay really close attention to the markers. So there are markers all along the trail. I'll show them in the video clips. Some of them. I didn't film all of them. They are red spray painted markers at the beginning, and then later on they turn into green spray painted markers. So follow the red spray painted markers. That's what they say. Follow the red spray painted markers. And then follow the green ones. There are some points where you'll see a marker and you're at a fork, and you could go either way, but you see the marker right here, and it's confusing. You have to look around and find the next one, and then you'll be like, oh, that's the way. So just be alert, pay attention. And yeah, I didn't get lost. There are a lot of little trails coming off of the trail that could be confusing, and I could see people getting lost really easily. But both times I did it, I didn't get lost, and it was really straightforward. 35 minutes, and then come back the same way that you went up. Unless you want to go adventure. What's the hike like? If you are a seasoned hiker, if you hike all the time, this hike is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you don't hike very often, it might be more of like a moderate hike for you. It all depends on your level of athleticism, I guess. So there are 2 points in the hike. So it's mostly walking, and then there's 2 points in the hike where using your hands is helpful to like get up some rocks. But yeah, other than that, it's like very simple, straightforward hike. It does like get a little bit like there's some bushes and, you know, trees, and you have to like kind of, it's not as paved as like as the other hikes, as the other trails. But yeah, I hike a lot. I love to hike, and I thought this hike was easy. But I could see people getting lost really easily. When I got there, actually, there were people that had just arrived at the cave, and they were like, took us like an hour and a half to get here, and they were like coming the other direction, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, it took me like 30 minutes. And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, sorry. For the hike, even though the trail to get there is pretty easy, it's very helpful to have good hiking shoes, hiking boots, or shoes that have some sort of tread. I'll show you what my shoes look like. These are the shoes I wore. Sometimes it's helpful to see somebody else's situation. See, there's a little bit of tread, okay? That helps me a lot. Now, if your shoes are smooth on the bottom, it's gonna turn into like a slip and slide for you. So, okay, slip and slide is dramatic, but the inside the cave, it's very slippery. So you'll get up to the cave, you'll see a green marker on either side, like this, and you go in, you enter the womb. You go inside, that's where it starts getting slippery. Even though my shoes have a little tread, a little grip on them, I still found myself having to like do a crab walk down, using my hands and my feet to climb down. You can also use like the walls of the cave, but yeah, it's pretty slippery. It's also helpful to have a headlamp, because you want to use both hands while you're climbing. Or you could use like your phone light or a flashlight, but having both your hands free is really helpful. So I just put my headlamp on and I climb down. You could, if you know how to use it, bring a rope. You could use a rope. That might be helpful. It would especially be helpful for the deeper part of the cave if you choose to go down there. So once you're in, to the right, you'll see another entrance to a deeper part of the cave. I did go down in there. I didn't have a rope. I had my headlamp and I had pretty good shoes, and I was able to climb down in there. I did have a friend with me, okay, and you'll see her in the videos. So we helped each other get down and climb back up, and that was really helpful for me to like find my footing. Like she kind of like placed my foot, and yeah, so that was helpful for me. The rocks are slippery. I could see somebody easily getting hurt, falling, slipping, or even getting stuck down there. But it's like, it's not that deep. It's like 6 feet deep, deeper maybe. I just encourage you to listen to your body. You know your body and your limits better than anybody else. So trust your instincts when you're going into the cave. If you decide to go deeper into the cave, it's cool down there, you know, but like And the air is different in there too, which is really interesting. I think maybe there's less oxygen in there. I'm not sure. I found myself getting a little lightheaded in there. It's a cool experience. I'm really glad that I did it, and I want to do it again. But I just want to warn people to know your limits and don't feel pressured to go down. Like, I have to go deeper into the cave. You don't have to, you know. I believe that we can connect with God, with Mary Magdalene, with Jesus, no matter where we are in the world. And the higher level of the cave or the deeper level of the cave, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's all about your intention and your heart and your connection to God. Okay? So don't feel pressured to go down there. But if you want to go down there, I'm telling you, it's doable. Okay? It's doable without a rope. But maybe use a rope. Maybe use a rope. So I think that's just about everything. I do want to make another point. This is my hot take for the day, okay? When I went into the cave, one of the first things I noticed was the smell. It smelled like somebody burnt something in there, like sage, or I'm not sure what it was. And I think that the intention behind that is nice. Like, you want to leave like an offering or something, but you know, you can go like leave a donation to the church instead. It reminds me of like when somebody like smokes a cigarette in a car and then the car smells like cigarettes for forever. The smoke smell definitely like stuck to the inside of the cave, and I don't think it's the most respectful thing to do. So that's my hot take. Hopefully by putting this out there, people can think twice about making burnt offerings inside the cave. The cave is perfect. The cave doesn't need to be cleansed. Maybe go outside and burn your sage outside before you go inside if you need to burn something. Okay, that's my hot take. Also, I heard from somebody at the church like that you shouldn't be leaving rocks and crystals and flowers and things, that it's not good for the rocks, not good for the cave. And yeah, so I want to put that out there too. It can be more respectful to resist the urge to make a physical offering. You can just be present there instead and just feel the energy of the cave, feel your connection to your heart, to God, to Mary Magdalene, to the Divine Feminine. That's my 2 cents. Okay, so I'm going to insert the videos of the hike itself. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. And yeah, if you have any more questions, you can leave comments and maybe I'll be able to get back to you. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your journey into the Cave of Eggs. See you in the next video. Peace and love. Hello everyone. My friend Sydney and I are on a journey to the Cave of Eggs. Found this water. There's a sign that says we need to be quiet, so we're gonna whisper now. We've been walking up the main trail, and we're getting to our first fork in the trail, and we're gonna turn right. I'll show you what it looks like. So, left is for the grotto, right, Cave of Eggs. Okay, now we're turning left, and I see a marker right here. Red and red, and we're going that way. We're supposed to turn right up here. Let's see. Oh yeah. So there's another trail marker. Right here. There's also red and green right here. Okay, looks a little steep. We're gonna climb. We got this. There's more markers. We're on the right path. Okay. We almost missed that. Okay. There's another one. Now we're on green markers. Right here. I'm a little out of breath. It's a good climb. Where's Straw? We have another marker. We made it to the entrance. Right here. Okay, we're at the entrance and I'm gonna get my headlamp on because it looks dark and it looks pretty steep. Here we go. We just came out of a cave of eggs.
It was really special.
It was magical.
The air felt different. We could see our breath.
Yeah.
Um,
It was a lot colder
It
in
was
there.
really cold, but it felt almost like enlivening. Like you were really present. It was like a cold that invited you into presence.
Yes, I like that. So we sang in the cave a little bit, and I felt like after we chanted a little bit, sang a little bit, like we could go into like a very deep meditation, like very quickly.
Yeah. And we went down to the deeper cave.
Yeah.
Which was like really dark at first, but then our eyes adjusted and like I could see your face clearly.
Yeah. The headlamp was helpful when we were first walking, like climbing down. We didn't have a rope. We were able to climb out fine.
Yeah.
It's like, it's slippery, but if you're careful, you're okay.
It's a meditation, like, and you use your hands and you're present with it and you move slow.
Yeah. Hey.
Blessings.
We hope whoever watches this video can, this is helpful for you to find the cave yourself and experience the peace, the love,
the womb healing and deep meditation in the silence.
Okay. We're gonna go back down the way we came up, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.